man? Big Lou.
What's going on? Boom.
Yeah, how's things?
All right, which way does this go? Am I
That's the way, man.
I got one of those iPhones. I got to keep the plug in the bottom.
Yeah, oh, right, yeah. Same as mine. How have you been enjoying the weather?
Oh, it's been nice to have you back, innit?
Yeah, this is the weather you want to cut weight.
I know, okay, yeah, I know. But fucking last night, I was up at about 11 o'clock, rubbing an ice pack on Morty, on the dog, because he was like really hot, doing my head in. So I was like trying to cool him down with an ice pack. So
You've had some great news then.
yeah.
When was it? 4th of next month?
Oh yeah. Well, just I think it feels unreal, like, to get out of the stable again. You know, I have had a fight this year, like, but in the mixed of all this, mixed of all this, you know, one of those words that really no idea when I was going to be able to compete or train, or well, even training now is awkward, but yeah, just getting that back in that environment, but yeah.
So I'm assuming it's going to be behind closed doors and no fans.
No fans.
How do you feel about
I don't mind too much, really. I've never really thought about it. The only one time I fought without fans before in Abu Dhabi, and it felt weird there. But then that was a fight for some shakes. So
yeah.
This I think this just grappling in the gym. So what?
Yeah.
Just,
the biggest thing about all this kicking off is the sparring. With no sparring.
Yeah, tough, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what can you do? Well,
You obviously have the confidence in yourself that you don't need the sparring, just the years of experience.
yeah, of course, mate. Well, what I've done is I bought a Concept 2 rower.
Yeah.
And obviously we had quite a few kettlebells and stuff in the gym. So I've done, over the course of the last few months, I've done 2 marathons on the rower, 4 halves, and some other crazy level of conditioning with kettlebells with the rower as well. And I think if anybody I don't think anyone's ever seen a queue for the rower in the gym, have they? It's a horrible piece of kit. And, yeah. So I've been a slave to that, really. So yeah. But
Do you know much about your opponent, Ben Hills?
no. I mean, I know he's from Next Generation Gym, and they've got some really good fighters out there. They got like Meatball Molly, Fish Gold, Paddy and stuff like. They've all got a good level of MMA grappling, but also along with that, they've got a high standard of BJJ. Not just MMA style grappling. They've got good grapplers. So just by knowing that, it's not going to be a walkover. He's a big strong lad. It's under 90k, like, so.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not a walkover.
What's his record?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't look at anything. I don't really watch a lot of my fights. My opponents' fights. Just much prefer to feel it out when I'm there. My coaches will tell me, like, or give me guidance for everything, or tell me what people typically look for. But I got a habit of, like, if I watch my opponent too much, I'll just end up watching them. Even in the fight, you know what I mean? I'll just think about them too much. So I just more about give myself what I need, confidence, that whatever. So.
And the thing about doing that is there's so many styles and differences in MMA that you could study him and he can come in completely different fighter to what you've been watching.
Yeah, I mean, no one's saying you have to fight the same style or anything. It's sorry, I'm trying to set the camera down. I got 20% battery, so my battery's crap on these phones. So if I disappear, like, I'm sorry. It's the battery.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Because you can't plug because with these in it, you can't plug the auxiliary port and the charger port in. So
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare with these. Oh fuck. See like that. See like that. But, bloody Apple, doing me over again. Right, I got you balanced. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were we? Sorry.
So this upcoming fight, can you give everybody a bit of detail on the upcoming fight?
So this match now is up in Liverpool on Grapple Fest, which is recently boasted some of the best grapplers in the world, and as well now they've also got a great level of grappling just from the UK on there. Yeah, is it working live or is it not?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're looking all pixelated. Okay.
Oh, is it? Oh,
sorry, me, mate.
check my Wi-Fi.
You might look pixelated in real life.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I mean they've got a great level of grappling on there as a standard. Obviously now it's got to be more homegrown, but even so, you know, Wales boasts a lot of good grapplers. You know, Fionn, Ash Williams are on the card. Both, like, well, Fion's done. You know, she's smashing it. Like, and Ash Williams is doing well as well. You know, I hate to say it, like, but you know, he's a good grappler.
Yeah. One thing I always notice, it always tickles me when I every time I see it, is every time you have photos with opponents or anything like that, they're always serious and you're always smiling. Is that how much you love the sport?
Yeah, I fighting has given me the life I've got, right? And it's bloody amazing, you know.
Yeah.
I teach and train as my main job now. You know, obviously it's taken 20 years to get to this point of training, competing, but it's given me the life I dreamed of then. You know, now I coach and teach a stable of boys. I got training. You know, I mean, obviously it's what I wanted, and it's giving my life. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. How did you start off?
I started in judo when I was about 11, 12, but I still remember, like, my mate trying to get me in the hall and in the dojo. I was like, nah, mate, nah. I'm not going in there. I'm going in. I think I was even crying in the car. My mum telling me, "Go on, get in there, you wimp," you know. And I went in, and that's all she wrote, like, you know. So,
where did I go from there?
Did judo for a good few years. Competed. I think I let it slide a bit in my teens, you know. And went back then, started kickboxing, so I managed to get, like, my black belts in kickboxing and judo at 17, 18, and then I was introduced into Thai boxing, Muay Thai, and I, like, sort of went from, like, a flashy taekwondo style to realizing what leg kicks were. And, you know, if you've gone from, like, thinking you're the cool kid with long hair that can throw kicks, to getting chopped down with low leg kicks, you know. I was like, I need to know this, like. So I went sort of there. Met one or two people who did MMA, and I met Ricky Wright and Denzel Thomas. And I think a month later, after I met them, I was fighting MMA.
Can you remember your first fight?
Yeah, it was Lewis Long versus Neil Shorter. Who could have wrote it? Yeah, Long versus Shorter.
Long versus Shorter.
Just come in there swinging, grabbed hold of him, pulled guard with a guillotine. God knows, you know. Yeah.
When you're halfway through the fight, did you think, "Oh, I love this," or did you think, "Oh, this is going to be hard"?
I have no idea what I thought.
No,
absolutely zero idea. Well, obviously you got the absolute. You know, you filled your pants with poo. It's scary. You know, it's scary as hell. But I remember afterwards just being like, "Whoa, what was that?" You know, just like, this is like just that was good fun. You know, and, you know. yeah, you know, just yeah, and that's sort of like since then it's just been well, because I always trained like martial arts and competed. You know, you don't get a really, you know, the most rawest expression of it is probably a mixed martial arts fight. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like it's not just boxing, it's not just judo, it's just, as I said, it's obviously it's not raw, it's rules and everything like that. You know, it's not everything's sanctioned. You know, but as
yeah,
far as it goes as a test of your all-round ability, I mean, it's there, innit?
yeah, yeah. Like I was talking, I had Jack Shaw on, I think last week, and he trains down with Gary, and you've
Yeah,
trained
yeah,
down with Gary as well.
yeah. He's top
How
man,
did you
Gary.
find that?
Oh, me and Gary go back quite a while now. Me and Gary are good mates. Like, he,
Yeah,
yeah, he's trained me for years, mate. He, as a boxing coach, he's awesome. He knows why. You know, when you get a coach, you know, you want to understand why you do certain things, or why this happens, or why would I do this. You know, and Gary knows it. You know, he knows why you would do it, or how you do it, and why you would move that way.
yeah,
And for me, you know, when you're breaking things down and you look at the styles, or whatever. He's given me a great understanding of the sport, and
yeah.
which of course is taking me on now, and I'm teaching my own students, you know, things that Gary has taught me, you know. So again, I've got a lot to thank Gary for, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
I remember sparring. I remember going sparring boxing with like Liam Williams, Delia, or
Yeah,
Delia, and he only, of course, only plays me because I mean it's a different style. But that was back then. And he hit me with a jab. I went, paused for a second. I thought that was a jab. Shit.
solid. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, solid. Yeah, he is the machine,
He
Liam, as
is the
well.
machine. Yeah. I remember it was a rude awakening. I thought that was a jab.
Yeah, yeah, he got solid shots, Liam. Do you spar with
Yeah.
any of the other boys?
I aspired with all like a lot Lockett stable and that. I mean
Yeah,
they they're all very respectful of me. You know, they take it easy. You know, because of course those boys do this day in and day out. You know, just throwing hands, and
yeah,
with the knowledge of time and the distance and the level they are. You know. But yeah, you know, we all have good fun. We all have I try to do my best, like, you know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
It's all about learning, isn't it?
yeah, I just take them down in it.
About
But no,
yeah, yeah, yeah. What about Nathan Thorley? He just had his fight announced now. Have you done much sparring with him?
I haven't, thankfully, because he does look like it's really hard on the bag and pads.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
It's
he
like,
took a track.
yeah. I remember turning my head and going, shit, you know. But yeah. No, I haven't sparred with Nathan, thankfully. I still got
Yeah,
my front two teeth. But isn't that cool? Like he's got a big fight coming up now, and it's a big opportunity for Nathan. He's a good
yeah,
guy, and he's an art. You know, fighting's not an easy sport, even when it's going
yeah,
well. You know, he's had a lot of issues with managers, and it's, you know, all that, and things are coming good for him. And it's nice to see in the sport, you know, things
yeah.
coming around for people like.
Yeah, you've had a bit of an unlucky streak, but hopefully this is his breakthrough now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can do it. You can definitely do it. Yeah, it'd be nice to see.
So back to your sport. You're currently 17-6. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yep.
somewhere around.
What for you was your main goal before you try it? Is UFC an option for you?
I don't know, mate. I started my career randomly, you know, just like that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
Obviously, UFC is a dream. I'm signed with Bellator at the minute, which is like the sort of rival. So
yeah,
it'd be a bit of an issue going over to them. But you know, whatever the case, I'm happy that I'm on like a big stage that gives me the opportunity to, you know, show my level and get me
yeah,
in there with some of the best. Like, it doesn't matter where it is. I mean, UFC obviously the best, or the, you know, the highest, but there's so many fighters out there. There's so many people signed to like ONE FC, UFC, and Bellator that any division is you know, amazing, hard, you know, tough.
How many fights do you think you won before before the end of your career?
Again, I don't like to think of it. I know people this sort of thing keeps people keep saying this, keeps popping up. I see age now. See, I'm like, I don't feel old. I really don't feel
No.
old. Do you know what I mean? As you can probably guess, you know. But no,
Yeah.
I'm still loving the sport, and I still enjoy fighting. So when that changes, I'll consider it then. But
Yeah.
you know, I just enjoy competing. Whether it be full fighting, and even when I do retire, you can guarantee I will still be competing in jiu-jitsu, wrestling. It's again, it's what I love. Like, you know, it's what, you know. I love the
Yeah.
hard work and the training on the mat. So no idea.
Do you love the feeling of passing it on to other people in the gym too?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed being a coach. I think mainly that's because I am a bully. So when I put people through I put people through really hard sessions. They whinge, they moan. I
Yeah.
smile. I go, yeah, shit in there. It's
Yeah.
isn't it? And it makes me feel better inside. But no, I do really enjoy teaching. You know, it's just to see what the kids have now with martial arts, like in the dojos around Wales. Anything's possible in their careers because we as a young fighter, we never had wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing. We never
Yeah.
had any of that at all. You know,
Yeah.
so now you've got like black belts in every gym. You've got people that can wrestle in every gym. You know, the kid teaching like what I know to be a correct, good technique, things I've used throughout my career, and yeah, it's really good. Like, I said, my entire
Would
life
you
is
ever?
turned into it. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Would you ever consider going into boxing?
I had one stint at boxing, and it didn't go too well, if I'm honest. I did like a.
You didn't or did?
It didn't go too well. It was like a prize thing on I don't know, BBC Sport, where it's one round and the money clocks down as it goes,
Yeah.
and I don't know what I was thinking, but it was like a contender thing, so you could win quite a bit of money. I think it was
Yeah,
8-man
yeah.
tournament, but no, I just did shit.
Yeah.
I
Some
didn't do.
honesty.
I mean, I can box, like, you know, but I went in there, like, and I just done shit, but got stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the sort of,
I love that honesty. It's great.
oh fucking yeah, you can't lie to you can't lie to yourself in this sport, mate. You know, you can't,
Uh,
like, you can't.
you
But
end up getting hurt if you like yourself, you know.
yeah, you get it anyway, sadly. But
Yeah, yeah.
no, I had a good run at Thai boxing and K1 a few years. You know, about 10 years ago, I won the Welsh and British titles. Muay Thai, fought in Thailand. You know, then a fair bit with stand up, and just all of a sudden, sort of things changed in my all of a sudden grappling took up
Yeah,
a massive part. And like, if you see any of my fights now, it's just you know, people would say to me, you know, oh, once you grab all of them, you're standing there. You're like, fucking wish it was that easy, like.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
What would you say your strongest attributes?
Being short
I seen a video of you
and
spear
stubborn.
tackling one guy and would you break his ribs?
His leg went. That guy, Shay Mills. He's been like he co-headlined UFC. He's a good fighter,
Yeah,
like, you know. I didn't expect it to go that way, but
yeah,
yeah, just I watched a bit of Goldberg the night before. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to tackle him like it's WWE. Oof.
yeah. And it worked, yeah.
Yeah, waiting for him to extend the jab and oosh, at him.
Yeah. So he looked in pain.
Yeah. Well, that's fighting for you, isn't it?
Yeah, man. There's loads of Welsh talent coming through or already through. You know, you
Yeah.
got John Phillips, Brett Johns, Marshman, yourself, Jack Shaw, obviously.
Yeah.
You're all signed with different promotions, you?
Jack, Brett, John, and Marshman, UFC, I'm with Bellator. So,
Yeah.
um,
Would you because I was just interested in, a massive show in Wales, coming to Wales and putting everyone on it.
Be
Imagine
awesome,
that.
wouldn't
Would be
it?
good.
I mean, there's always been talk of it with the Welsh fighters, wanting that type of thing. But I just think Wales is just a little bit too out of the way.
Yeah.
It just hasn't got that pull yet. I don't know. It'd be nice for it to happen. But I mean, you get the Anthony Joshua fights there. So if one of the Welsh boys gets to that sort of level, then anything's possible now.
Yeah, yeah. Who would your ultimate opponent be if you could fight anybody?
Um, I don't know. I've never really cared. I've never really
No,
thought about it like
just
that.
fight
No,
anybody.
right? No, I'm not saying like, like I'm a fighter. I'll fight anyone. Any fighter will fight anyone. That's the
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
But no, every fighter, you get put to you. You look at it. You think, can I win this? How can I win this? And I always feel like there's a way for me to win.
yeah.
As like a dream fight, I mean, I don't know. I don't watch UFC unless I watch one of the Welsh boys fight, but I've never been a fan, much to the annoyance of my students, because they all ask me about how I think about this and that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, and they just go, "Bro, you haven't watched it, have you?"
It's mad. Are you got no interest in watching it, but just love to fight, like?
No, I don't. I don't watch any sport at all.
No.
No, not a single bit of sport. If I was going to watch anything, it'd be like K1 or boxing.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
always been fascinated with boxing head movement, and then with K1, I love like the speed and like these 3 minute rounds. I love the
Yeah.
intent and that with that. But other than that, I mean, I just never been bothered. Much prefer to be doing it. And when I get home watching it, it's like best man's holiday sort of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah. What's your opinion on all the MMA fighters, mostly UFC, wanting to go into boxing, switching over the Conor McGregor and Mayweather?
I mean, my personal belief on that fight is that that was just a money thing. I don't think,
Yeah,
as I said, like being in there with the likes of boxers I have, and being able to box myself. I know that going 8 rounds or whatever he did with Floyd is just a money thing to sell the next fight.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely.
He would have been out there in 2 rounds, but I think same with how can you go? It's like saying, right, boxer versus a wrestler, or like you're not going to get that level of twitch, that level of fibers and knowledge. When these kids be doing them from 5-6-year-old, they're wired for it 100%. Not crossing over is a hard thing for a pure style.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it can't be done at a domestic level, but if you're going up world level, it's it's fucking, come on, like ask them to grapple
yeah,
with
yeah.
someone. It's not something you can learn in a year. It's not something you can learn in 6. It's years, 10 years.
Especially when they're calling out fighters like your Pacquiao's, your Canelos, and even Mike Tyson's. Everyone's calling out.
Hey, it's just sales, isn't it, man? It's just sales.
Yeah, definitely. I have to ask you, even though you don't watch UFC and stuff, but what do you think of the whole situation with pay? I know it's been a bit of an uproar lately with John Jones and Masvidal.
Yeah, Joe's mad. I mean, it. The thing is, you've got to remember these are the fighters that people know.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can imagine if they think there's an issue, then you can imagine what lower tier fighters are on that don't have
Yeah,
a say.
yeah, of course.
I don't with MMA. It's a newer sport, so there's got to be a lot more. Obviously it's sanctioned and there's all regulations and
Yeah.
stuff, but with these other sports that have been around hundreds of years, decades, this is obviously new and it needs to be regulated the same way fighters get more of a pay. I mean, they are the people that put their lives on the line. They're the ones making the money. It's a pity it's a meat market, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is very similar to all combat sports, really.
Of course, there's always someone younger and hungrier and willing to do it for less money. Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
it's That's the thing you got to keep in mind, isn't it? You know.
Does Bellator have the UFC Dana White? He gets a lot of criticism. Does Bellator get the same?
It gets a bit less. Scott Croker, the head of it, he's ex-fighter himself, so he sort of deals with fighters in a little bit of a better way. Knowing the sport and knowing the pains the fighters go through. Like we're all still allowed our own sponsors, which a lot of fighters derive their entire the main income from sponsors. Some shows have banned their sponsors, banned sponsors altogether. So with Bellator, at least you allow a lot of freedom. There's it's just a little bit more room to move with them rather than being as strict. But at the end of the day, if you're into MMA, you want to fight for UFC. It's the prestigious one, and again, that's why you're going to get trouble with pay and stuff like that, because that's what young guys want, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, man. So, so you've got your next fight coming up now. Before we finish, have we got any holidays or breaks waiting for you after?
Of course, there's always someone younger and hungrier and willing to do it for less money. Like it's that's the thing you got to keep in mind, isn't it? You know.
Does Bellator have the UFC Dana White? He gets a lot of criticism. Does Bellator get the same?
It gets a bit less. Scott Croker, the head of it, he's ex-fighter himself, so he sort of deals with fighters in a little bit of a better way. Knowing the sport and knowing the pains the fighters go through. Like we're all still allowed our own sponsors, which a lot of fighters derive their entire the main income from sponsors. Some shows have banned their sponsors, banned sponsors altogether. So with Bellator, at least you allow a lot of freedom. There's it's just a little bit more room to move with them rather than being as strict. But at the end of the day, if you're into MMA, you want to fight for UFC. It's the prestigious one, and again, that's why you're going to get trouble with pay and stuff like that, because that's what young guys want, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, man. So, so you've got your next fight coming up now. Before we finish, have we got any holidays or breaks waiting for you after your fight?
I got a match now, up in Liverpool next week. So pubs are open on the 4th of July. So if it's 4th of July, then I'll have to have a couple of pints up here, won't I?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to leave Wales either yet, I don't think, but I think it's still a 5 mile rule. So hopefully this won't get out. We'll keep this between us. All right.
Brilliant. But I'll let you go. I'll let you charge your phone up now, because I know it's balancing on a table.
Yeah, man, it's good.
So I wish you all the best on the 4th, and I hope you do the business and enjoy the experience as a whole, and keep a massive smile on your face.
Cheers, man. Hey, thank you. Pleasure's all mine. Cheers, man.
Yeah. Yeah, see you later.
Later. Ta, man.
Ta, man. Ta, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.